Hi guys, this is my first video with the new camera. I'm kind of excited to see how this turns out. So tonight I'm going to be making chili. I've already soaked the beans and got them rinsed off here. They're actually a friend of mine gave me them. A whole box full of them here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me open up. There we go. Whole box full of beans. I don't know what there is. What, 12 bags or something? So like 4 pounds of beans, because Mom works at a distribution center and they were going to throw them away, so she grabs them, you know, all kinds of stuff all the time. Boys are always throwing stuff away. It doesn't make any sense. So what I've got here is 8 cups of water in this pan ready. It's my pressure cooker. I like making stuff in here because it's really quick. I mean, this making chili will take about 45 minutes on the stove, and then turn the heat off, wait another probably half hour or so for it to cool enough for the pressure to come down, and then it'll be ready to take off the stove. So first thing I'm going to do is throw this in here. It's 2 pounds of beans. I didn't measure them like as far as how many cups of dry beans there were, but I think 2 pounds is about 4 cups. Let's see, it says, that doesn't make any sense. They're saying 6. That, because it says 25 servings, and a 4th cup of dry beans is a serving, so that'd be over 6. I never read one. Can't. Maybe it is 6 cups. Maybe I'll need more water. So I have some chili that I had made up the other day, or salsa. Yeah, I splattered myself in the face. That's going to stay. So I've got some onions and jalapenos and tomatoes and a bunch of cilantro in here. And surprisingly, even though it splashed me in the eye, that it's not getting me. Anyway, I'm just going to dump that in there. Probably, I don't know what this is. I think it's a 16 ounce. 16. Yes, 16 ounce. So about 2 cups. 2 cups of salsa. It's chopped. Well, if you look at my salsa recipe, you'll see what this is. It's the same stuff. It's just that I made it here, and I didn't use the tomato paste. I used fresh tomatoes in it. Here I have 4 tablespoons of chili powder. It's just you know, standard dry chili powder. Nothing. It's not the hot stuff. It's like mild chili powder. The same stuff you'd get like the McCormick bottles and whatnot. So I'll put that in there. That's just flavor is all it's there for. I have a tablespoon of red chili pepper, or chili pepper flakes. They're dried. And have just, whoops, well, a little less than a tablespoon now that I dumped some on the stove, of cumin. And I have 2 teaspoons of salt. And that's all I'm going to put in here. Find me a spoon. I guess I'll use this thing. Kind of a ladle / spoon. It'll be good for later. Just stir this stuff up a little bit. One thing with a pressure cooker, you want to make sure you put some salt in. You don't need a lot, but about a teaspoon for each quart of liquid, especially with the beans. Because if you don't, it'll foam up and it'll splatter all over the place and you'll have a terrible mess. I know this because I've done it a few times. Didn't understand why it was happening the first time I did it, so I did it again. Each time it was by accident, because you always generally want to have a little bit of salt with the beans, but... So, I throw it on high heat, let it get up to pressure. As soon as it gets up to pressure, I'll throw it on low and let it cook the last probably about a half hour on low, and then once it gets done, or once that half hour's passed, you turn the heat off and wait until it resets. Actually, here I'm going to show you how this. There's a locking mechanism on this one, so when the pressure comes up, it pushes up this little deal, and there's a gasket in here that holds the steam from spraying out. There's a safety over here. It's just a little I don't know what you want to call it, a little deal that if the pressure got too high, it would blow this little black rubber deal. You can see from the top, it would blow this black rubber deal right through the top and release the pressure. And then this is what controls the pressure. It's just a weight that sits on top of there, and if the pressure gets up too high, it'll go, you know, and blow the steam off. But when the deal on the right here is up, it stops the cover from being able to open. So that is what we have to wait to go down. You can always take this top off too and release the pressure quickly, but you don't want to do that because it cooks while the pressure is built up. I mean, it's over 200 degrees inside the pot for like a half hour to 40 minutes after the heat's taken off. So it's still able to cook those beans and get them soft during that time. So anyway, that's assembly of chili. We just happened to have the salsa, so it made it a lot quicker. Didn't have to chop up all the chilies and onions and tomatoes and stuff. But even so, it normally only takes about 10 minutes of prep time to get ready. So I'll come back when this is done. Oh hey, check this out. This is what happens when it gets up to pressure. It starts doing its little jig up on top, and steam starts coming out. So at this point, we go ahead and turn the heat down to low, and I'm going to set my timer right now for 30 minutes, and in 30 minutes I can turn this off and my chili's done. Normally when you're making chili, you have to let it sit on the stove for about 3 hours on low heat and just let it simmer. But with this, 30 minutes and it's done. So, wonders of pressure cookers, you know. Okay, so it's been a half an hour. We'll go ahead and turn off the timer and shut our fire down, and basically just wait for this little deal here to drop down because the pressure gets low enough. In the meantime, I'm going to make our rice, and then we'll have some chili. Alright, our chili's done. The pressure cooker's little pressure safety latch thing has dropped down. So now I can open it up and grab our ladle spoon and stir it around a little bit, and that's what our chili looks like. Beans are all very hot, but they're cooked and soft, and it's been basically about an hour and a half from the time I put it in. And our rice is done here. So there's our rice. You can see it. It's anyway. So what I'm gonna do is take the rice. I need a better spoon than that. Scooping our big spoon. There we go. That's about a quarter of the rice. Beans, sauce, and there we go. There's our chili. So, the rest of the bowls together, and then we'll have our chili tonight. So, you guys should make this too. Anyway, see you later.